Welcome everyone. I'm Marcela. Very happy to have you with me today. Welcome back to Viñas. All levels, so everyone is welcome. Today, I have a practice focused on balance, if you will. So just to give you a little bit of an idea what you may be expecting, which is not ideal, of course. I don't want you to expect anything about our classes. I would prefer that you come onto the mat and be open to whatever comes. And yet at the same time, I want to invite you to kind of observe the balance from a different perspective, right? Not only the perspective of I want to find my balance in this posture, which would be a lot of fun, but maybe also what makes me want to reach that goal, or is the goal maybe the process that I find myself into balance? And how is that reflecting in my life? Is it the balance of the posture maybe, or is it the balance in my life? No judgments. Instead, let's go ahead and explore what happens, right? How do we get to learn even more about ourselves through each and every posture? Observing just as much the transitions that we go through between each and every posture. Because right there in between, so much happens that we're not aware of. So maybe that's what allows us to be in the present moment, just to use that one single tiny moment where we want to concentrate on the transition. And how does that relate to balance, maybe? Anyways, lots of ideas. So I welcome you back, and let's go ahead and begin. So we're going to begin, and if you'd like, of course, as always, you can use your blocks. So bring them close to you, or whatever props you like. And we're going to begin on child's pose. So you can have your knees apart, the big toes touch, or the knees together. You start finding out how you enter this evening into a child's pose. If you have your legs together, sometimes it's a nice experience to have the arms to the sides and then drop your head here. If you have your knees apart, you can extend your arms long up and over your head. And you stay there, beginning just to bring that awareness of right this moment into your breath, in and out through the nose. If your body allows, of course. Otherwise, you just breathe whichever way your body is allowing. And even in this posture, if this is not great, just begin to find some other way to sit. You can just come up onto your seat and maybe close your eyes. You could also lay on your back. So all we're trying to do here to begin with is to kind of begin to settle into this moment, to get the union between the breath and the body, which after whole days of work may be a challenge, right? So whichever place you go to, just allow yourself to step into your breath. Let's go ahead and just very lightly lift your gaze up in between your thumbs as you inhale. And with the exhale, begin to walk your hands, your arms all the way over to your left. Drop the right sitting bone deeper onto your heel, and maybe the right hand touches or rests on top of your left hand. Drop your head. Notice the length of your breaths here, both the inhales and the exhales. And then go ahead and take a deep inhale on your own time once you get there. And with the exhale, keeping the head low, let's walk the arms over to the second side, to the opposite side, and drop your left sitting bone. Lengthen the left upper side of your body. And maybe drop your head here. And if your breath doesn't allow you just yet to breathe in and out through the nose, just give it time. So let's not force the breath instead.
Be patient with it. And take a deep inhale here.
And let's begin to walk the arms, the hands back to center. Looking towards the tip of the fingers, expanding all that space in between the fingers. Let's begin to make our way up onto a tabletop. And really take it slow, almost like if you're moving in slow motion. We want to feel the touch of the palms of the hands against the earth and the knees and the lower legs. Gonna lengthen the spine here and get into a few cat-cows, segmentating the movement. So the tailbone reaches up, navel down. As we're breathing in, look up. And then as we begin to breathe out, round your tailbone, round your mid and upper back, chin to chest. Inhale, bring the tailbone up again. Arch your back and look up, chin up. Lengthen your belly. Exhale one more time. And inhale. Excellent. Next exhale, we're going to come onto a neutral spine. So notice what that is for you, right? Some of us overarch the back, some of us round it a little bit. So start finding more like a real tabletop. Lengthen. Good. Yeah. So strong support on your left hand and your right knee. Go ahead and lift your left leg up. Start here, parallel towards the earth, the toes pointing down. And then if you'd like, you bring that right arm up, pointing your fingers forward. Hey, stay here. Good. Inhale, leg up, gaze up, arm up. And then on your exhale, bring your elbow and knee to touch. Inhale, lengthen again. And exhale. Sunbird. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale again. And on your exhale, right hand comes down and your left knee comes back down. Tabletop. And same thing, come back onto your full awareness of your hands, your knees, your legs. This time get a nice good support on your right hand and your left knee. Go ahead and take the right leg up, totally aware of what's happening. And if you'd like, the left arm reaches up, fingers pointing forward. Stay here. And on your next inhale, reach right leg up, left arm up. And on your exhale, round, elbow and knee touch. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, observing your balance here. How you manage what's happening, not only through the breath, the support of your body to keep you the best balanced way you can. One more stretch, inhale. And next time on the exhale, left hand down and the right knee down. This is the transition, so this is where we observe what happens, how we come back to a place where we feel supported. We're going to tuck the toes under, right? And drop your hips down toward the heels. You know, as far as you can get. If you don't get there all the way, no problem. Going to bend the elbows and lower both forearms. So the forearms are parallel to the top of the mat, one in front of the other. Look down and bring your left hand over onto your left, onto the sacrum. Right. Exhale here as you look down. And with the inhale, we're going to turn, twist over to the left. Exhale, come back to center. Trying to keep this hand on the sacrum so that we notice that it's only the torso turning. And the pelvis stays down towards the earth, just to the best of our ability. Inhale. And exhale, fully give it all out. Lower that left forearm and let's change sides. Bringing the right hand over onto our sacrum. Good, look down, feel that flat, stable part of your sacrum. Look down, exhale. And with the inhale, turn, twist over to your right. And go ahead and exhale. Inhale. in full awareness of the turn of your rib cage, your chest. Exhaling when you are ready. Just follow the pace of your breath. With the inhale, we open, we turn. And now with the exhale, give it all out. Look down, release your forearm. All right. Both hands down again. Come back onto all fours. And let's keep the hips just lightly behind the knees as we walk the hands forward. Coming onto a puppy pose. Gonna lengthen the arms, lengthen the tip of the fingers. Some of us are even going to land the chest or the chin and even the forehead. So find what is going to be what's happening with your body, what's the body offering, and let it go in with the union of your breaths. Now we're just going to lift lightly the arms, looking forward, inhaling. Find a good support on your left hand. The right hand in towards your chest and then crossing all the way over to your left. All the way until you land on the outer side of your right shoulder. So keep almost trying to reach something that it's kind of almost within your hand reach to your right hand. Slide your left hand under your shoulder. And then press against the earth. Unthread the right arm. Come on to all fours. One step at a time. Good. Pushing those hips a little bit further behind the knees. Begin to walk your hands forward. Puppy pose. Give yourself the breath you need. Feel your body being breathed. And we could try to keep that gaze forward. All right. So we look a little bit higher up. Nice, good support on the right hand. Slide your left hand in towards the chest. And then all the way through under your right arm towards the left until you land on the outer side of your left shoulder. And keep trying to reach further and further towards your right. Gonna slide the right hand back to under the shoulder. Press lightly against the earth and come back onto your all fours. Beautiful cat-cow. Inhaling, tailbone up. Arch your back, look up. And then go ahead and exhale and round your back, chin to chest. One more inhale. Lengthen your belly and then exhale, round. Keep your spine rounded, especially your upper back. Ground your hands, tuck your back toes under, and push your hips up, coming all the way up to downward facing dog. Good. Keep your knees bent and walk your dog, would you? Start finding that way into the inversion. Soften the neck. And feel how your legs are feeling just right this moment. And then let's hold it for a moment here, downward facing dog. Let's bring all fingers together. I want you to notice that. What's the sensation on your spine if you feel, bring all the fingers to touch together. And then go ahead and spread all the fingers wide. Do you notice any difference? And next time on our inhale, we look forward, bend the knees. And then go ahead and step or walk forward to the top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen here. And exhale, forward fold. All the way down. Press through your heels, come all the way up to standing, reaching the arms up and over the head. And exhaling, hands to heart. Samastitihi. Let's keep the hands together in front of the heart. In our mountain pose, start finding your grounding. Feel the heels really connecting to the earth. And if you'd like to join, we join our voices to the sound of Om. All right? Let's start by exhaling fully. And we'll inhale for Om. Gently bowing down towards heart center. Release both hands down and bring your chin back up. Okay, coming back to the top of the mat. Sun salutations. Let's inhale. Ground your legs. Exhale forward and down to your forward fold. Inhale, lengthen, maybe on the tip of the fingers or hands to your shins. Exhale, hands touch, walk or jump onto your plank. Give it one full breath. Strong on your navel. Upper back rounds. Push the navel in, inhale. And with your exhale, let's lower the knees and bring the chest and chin to touch the earth. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, reach back through child's pose, tuck your toes under. And downward facing dog. Give yourself a couple of full breaths more. And keep pushing the earth away from you with your hands. On the next inhale, look forward, bend your knees. Exhale. And walk forward or float. Inhale as you get there. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge from your hips, drop the head. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, float or walk back to your plank and use the same exhale to lower through either knees down or chaturanga. Inhale for cobra or up dog if you feel ready. And then push your hips up or your own way back to downward facing dog through your toes. And you settle here. This is a little bit more obvious transition because we have the time to be here. So just look at it as a more like slow motion because we always can give ourselves that short moment to observe how we transition from one place to the other. Hips up, look forward, inhale. Exhale, bend your knees. In your next inhale, float or walk forward, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, ground your heels, come all the way up. And one more time. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, touch and walk or jump onto your plank, lower through your own way. Inhale for cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Get there your own way. Get there your own way. And ground your hands. Bring your awareness all the way up onto your tailbone. And lengthen from there. Okay. Next inhale, look forward, bend your knees. Exhale, float or walk forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Come all the way up to standing. Reach those arms up and over your head. Exhale, bring the hands to heart. Samastitihi to mountain pose. Transitioning here. Give yourself a moment. What feels tense? What feels like it's opening up? Are you maybe beginning to feel the heat from the inside out? And how's the breath flowing? Okay, So in our next inhale, chair pose. Let's reach the arms up and over the head, bend the knees, hips back. Want to feel heavier on your heels, the best you can, and maybe even go a little bit lower or play with it. Maybe you need to go a little bit higher up instead of lower. Just trying to find your point here, but still stay strong on your core so that it supports your lower back. Inhale, let's look up to the tip of the fingers. And with the exhale, bring the hands to heart. Stay here in your chair. Good. Inhale. With the exhale, we're going to turn, twist over to the left, and maybe go ahead and hook the right elbow to the outer side of the left leg. If your legs are not together, just pretend there's a block in between and just squeeze into that block. Or if you'd like, you can bring your legs together. Inhaling, arms up and over the head. Stay on your chair the best way you can. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. Ground yourself here. Inhale and exhale. Turn, twist to your left. The elbow, or maybe your arms open, whichever way it has access to you, hooks to the outer side. Observe where the knees go, where the hips go, the flow of the breath. Good. Give it one more exhale here. And with the inhale, come all the way up. Let that go. Exhale, go forward and down to forward fold. Inhale to lengthen. All right, exhale, touch and just take 2 big steps back to downward facing dog. Yeah. And let's breathe. Take a deep inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Inhale deep through the nose. Exhale fully through the mouth. And one more inhale. Feel your whole spine and then exhale it all out. Yes. All right, we're going to turn pivot the left heel. Yeah, so just turn it lightly. As we look forward, we step the right foot forward in between the hands. And from here, come all the way up. Take your time. Find your warrior one legs and the arms up and over your head. And once again here, even though we're already on the posture, you're starting, it's still part of the transition, the very first moments. So you're starting to find what you need. Do you need a wall, right? Do you need to lift your left heel? Whatever you need to find your breath. Good. And we'll take one more inhale, bend that front knee deeper. And with the exhale, lower both hands down. Stepping the right foot back to go through vinyasa or straight to downward facing dog. Okay? And we'll all meet in downward facing dog. Excellent. Turn, pivot your right heel. Look forward and step your left foot forward in between your hands. Begin to make your way up, looking forward. So allow the gaze just to be kind of steady, just goes up with the body. Maybe even your hands to your hips if you can kind of face the pelvis a little bit more forward or not. Good. You realize what you're doing yourself, inhaling, arms up and over your head. Where do you feel supported here? What could be a challenging posture? Where are you finding the resources to let your breath flow? To keep your gaze steady. Inhale, look up. And with the exhale, we lower both hands down. Step left foot back. And again, you can go through a vinyasa or just make your straight way back to downward facing dog. Good. Lengthen that spine. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees. And exhale, float or walk to the top of your mat. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. And let's stay here on the forward fold, would you? Notice if you're indeed releasing the back of your neck, and you can grasp your elbows. What works for you here, you can keep the feet together or separate the feet a little bit more. Sway, lean back and forth. Find a few circles from your hips in both directions. Just like everything we realize, everything passes. There's always some calm in between the challenges, right? And we release both hands. Good. Maybe now bring your feet a little bit closer together for chair pose. Let's bend the knees, hips back, arms up and over the head. Yeah. Inhale, look up. Exhale, hands to heart. Keep exhaling, turn, twist to your left. Maybe twist. Not so much maybe twist, but maybe hook. Okay. Inhaling, arms up, still with the knees bent. Exhaling, hands to heart. Turn, twist to your left. And go ahead and hook if that's still where you're with me. Beautiful. Press the heels. Come all the way up. Inhale. Reach your arms up and over the head. Let that go. By exhaling, fully come onto a forward fold. Well done. Inhale, lengthen your spine. All right, listen, exhale. Let's touch with both hands. Step both feet back. Plank. And slowly, we're going to go all the way down onto our belly. Good. So either with your knees down or your knees up, go down slowly. Bending your elbows, strong on the back of your shoulders, and come all the way down. I'm going to point the toes. Point the toes and bring your head down. I'm just going to remove my mic because otherwise it's going to make too much noise for you. Lower your forehead, if you will. And we're going to interlace the fingers behind the back. Try to bring your legs together. And now go ahead and simply both hands up. Keep them there. Legs up. And chest and shoulders up, gaze forward. Locust pose. Can you now bring your awareness, your attention onto the shoulder blades? See how they come closer together. Pushing your shoulders away from your ears. Take one more inhale. And exhale, lower. Rest. One hand on top of the other, forehead on your hands or maybe on your cheek. And we'll do once again, interlacing fingers, now the other way. Yeah, legs together. See the heels of the hands want to touch. And then push the hands away. This time, chest and shoulders up. Lift your hands. Immediately noticing what happens to your shoulder blades. And now, legs up. So we're kind of pressing the tailbone down against the earth. And then we're lifting everything else. Notice what happens to the shoulders. Try to keep them away from your ears. Inhale. And then exhale. Let it go again. Let go the hands. Rest on your forehead or on your cheek. Now we look forward again. Let me just put my mic back on. Both hands here under the shoulders. Tuck your toes under. And let's make our way back to downward facing dog. Yeah, make it in. Find your dog. Soften the back of your neck. Excellent. This time, right leg up and back. Open your hips. Open and lengthen through the right hip flexor. And then maybe point lightly or flex your toes. Point and flex. And then come back onto a square hips. Three-legged dog. Inhale. With the exhale, we take that right knee over to the left elbow. Press. Come back up. Three-legged dog. Exhale to bring the right knee over to your right elbow. And press again. Right leg up and back. And this time, right knee to chest. Hold it here. Look forward. And we step. Right foot in between the hands. And use that stance on your right leg to walk your hands forward and come up onto a warrior three. Supported here. Maybe you need your blocks or stand on the tip of your fingers. Take a few breaths. Beautiful. Okay, we're gonna lower again that left foot behind us. Step the right foot back. Downward facing dog. So we're just preparing for the next moves. Maybe you already know that. Let's take the left leg up and back. And open your hips. Today we're all about opening lots of space. And then square your hips for a three-legged dog. Inhale. With the exhale, left knee over to your right elbow. And inhale, come back up. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, left knee to chest. Hold it here. Look forward. And step. Left foot in between your hands. Strong stance, left leg. And come up onto a warrior three, supported. So I'd like you to notice here, maybe you can level to the best of your ability, level your hips and have the toes point down, strengthen your lower navel. Inhale, exhale, lower the right foot, good. Step the left foot back to downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees. On your exhale, float or walk to the top of your mat. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Come all the way up to standing, arms up and over your head. And exhale, hands to heart. Mountain pose. So I don't know about you, but I'm definitely feeling the heat. I wasn't expecting it because it was cooler outside. But the inner heat is really now flourishing. Good. So I'm just going to move a little bit further behind to have more space. We're going to go back to warrior three, and it's going to be a balance, right? So have something close by if you need it. We're standing strong on the left leg. Bring the hands to heart. And slowly, as we lift the right foot, we start hinging from the left hip and take that right leg up. If you need a supported warrior three, hands down, or maybe you were going to use your ball. But look, our transition here is going to be to bend the right knee. Just bring it so that it levels with the left knee. Reach the right hand back. All right, so this could be a place where you want to stay. Otherwise, maybe the left arm stretches up and over the head, and we start pushing the right hand with the right foot. I'm going to lean a little bit forward for dancer pose. Find that base of your left toe, your left heel, and then eventually come back here with your knee, hands to heart, and lower the right foot. At least that's where I could go. I had more for you today. I could really feel it on my left leg. So let's shake it. Okay, shake whatever you need. And we're gonna change sides. If you need a strap also, please feel free. Stand strong, hands to heart, right leg settles. When you are ready, good. Start lifting the left foot. And you start hinging from this left hip. You're gonna lengthen your torso. Hands to heart. Have the left toes point down towards the earth. Maybe you're gonna square your hips. Your lower navel is pushing in. And then gently bend that left knee. Come back onto an upright stance. Reach your left hand over onto your left heel to the inner or outer side. Still finding balance? It's okay. Push. Right arm up. Take your time. There's no rush here. It's your very own practice. So this is for your own exploration. No rush, no pressure. Notice how you've been transitioning into it. And we keep breathing, taking a deep breath in. And then come back up onto your upright position. Good. Bring the hands to heart, lower your left foot. And find something that you're grateful for right this moment. Something that you want to bring to your awareness. And keep it close to your heart. Excellent. Good. All right, let's inhale, arms up and over the head, look up. And as we exhale, bring the hands to heart again. We're going to start bending the knees. And keep the heels down until we can't bend anymore. Then we're going to also hinge from the hips and try to come all the way down. Eventually the heels will lift. Here we are on our squat. Different options, okay? Go ahead and turn and twist over to your right. Maybe stay there. Maybe you're going to try a side crow where both hands can come down. The knees are still pointing forward. So maybe you still want to try that. The arms are connecting, pushing your legs away. And maybe you start bending your elbows, lean forward, turn your gaze over to your left. Maybe the feet are going to lift. Maybe not. Find out what your goal is when you try something. Yeah, maybe you're going to extend your legs. Or you stay on your twist, just checking in the balance, what's available. Keep breathing. Good. So always make that connection, even just like with a crow, legs and arms push against one another. Beautiful. Okay, if you're up, come back to center. Good. Inhale here, center. And exhale, turn over to the other side. Turn and twist. And maybe you're going to stay there on the twist. More than enough for many of us. Maybe you're going to lower both hands. Keep activated that core. Good, connect. So both upper arms against the legs. And you start just leaning forward onto your legs. I know, I just said just. That's not okay. There's no just. Okay? Whatever you're doing, try to see that you're going to keep your focus wherever, what brings you to awareness of this moment. And then once you come back down, once again, hands to heart. Come back to what you're grateful for. Give it a couple of breaths. And then we bring the hands behind us. Come onto your seat and stretch your legs long. There you go. Find your sitting bones. Bring the full awareness onto each and every breath. Hands behind us just for a moment to lengthen the spine. Inhale. And with the exhale, lightly start pushing your upper body forward. Keep a long, long spine. And then walk your hands forward. Lower your head, lower your gaze. Pull the navel, not the navel, but the tailbone back and down as you lengthen the upper body. And on our next inhale, let's look up, tip of the toes, and come all the way up onto your seat here. All right? Good. Let me just push myself a little bit further in. Excellent. The hands behind us. We do this often because I think it's quite important, especially we're sitting even more so now than ever before. So we kind of reversing the movement, tabletop, with your knees bent or your legs straight. You decide, but engage again all your core, lower back and front of the belly. Press through the hands, push your hips up, use your whole lower body, back of the body to push the front of the body. Maybe the toes touch. Open the heart area and possibly let your head go. Only if you can still breathe fully. Inhale. And with the exhale, bring your chin to chest. Look down to the toes. Lower your hips, lower your legs, and come back to your seat. Shake your wrists if you need to. Make a few fists and extend. Excellent. And here we go. So we're going to bend that right knee. Now starting observing the change on the pace, right? You bend that right knee and let's lower the right knee down. Keeping the inner side of the left leg connecting to the sole of the right foot. Once again, lengthen the spine, hands behind us. Inhale. Exhale, gonna go forward and down to your forward fold. This is Janu Shirshasana in Sanskrit, or nose to knee. But in reality, what we're trying to do is to lengthen the chest. Fix your gaze. And looking up to the tip of the toes. Come back onto your seat. Yeah? Great. So still feeling the sitting bones grounded. Let's try and see if we can go onto a half lotus, where the right foot comes onto the left hip crease. Hope you can see me. If it works. So that's the intention, to find out if this works. If you have any pain on the knee, because this is a big, big stretch, you don't need to go for the lotus. You can lower the foot again. So just find out what's available, or even a block under the knee. Inhale to lengthen the spine. And this time on the exhale, we're going to turn twist over to the left. Notice here what happens to the spine. Try to find the length. Create lots of space in between each and every vertebrae. Right. Open that right shoulder and that right left shoulder. Open wide. Inhale. And gently on your exhale, bring yourself back to center. Beautiful. We're going to lower now. Extend your right knee. Bend the left. And lower that left knee down. The right leg is right in front of us. Inhale to lengthen. Feel your sitting bones grounded. And then exhale, go down. Oh, now notice how the pelvis is the one that starts turning down towards the earth. Inhale, look up to the tip of your toes and gently begin to make your way up. Good. Adjust whatever you may need to adjust and start finding that half lotus. Totally different sensation on the second side. We're not necessarily leveled completely in our bodies. So notice how this one would work. I do actually have a little pain of my left knee. It's not worth to make it hurt. So I use a block under. Lengthen, inhale. With the exhale, turn twist over to your left and find the length of your spine again. Open through your heart, chest area. The shoulders open wide. Inhale. And exhale. Let's come back to center. Nice. Release that left foot. Bending both knees. We're going to begin to roll and make our way down onto our back. And here you are. If you'd like to use a block right under your upper back, you're welcome to do that to open your heart a little bit more. Otherwise, we just stay here. Give yourself a couple of breaths, knees together, feet apart, and begin to sway your legs from side to side. Nice. Come to center. Again, bringing the feet again to parallel to one another. We're going to lift the feet, so press through the lower back. So the lower back anchors to the earth. Bring the feet higher up. Place your hands on your thighs. All right, so this is kind of an ab activation that I've been practicing the past few days. It's very subtle. You can't see it to the eye, but you can feel it. So give it all you have. Push your legs away from you and have the legs resist. Okay? Let's go ahead and begin. And you, of course, find your own posture for your legs. You don't want a lot of resistance so that you can't be there, but enough so that you get some strength deep, deep into your deep core. Excellent. And don't forget to breathe. Keep pushing from both sides for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, you're almost trembling or trembling, 2, 1, let go, lower the soles of the feet, lower your hands, sway a few times. I hope that you can also bring yourself back to this transition. This is the longer transition coming from the more dynamic, vigorous part of the practice, back into now connecting to our nervous system. Good. Let's do this again. If you're up for it, press the navel down, press the lower back against the earth and lift the feet. Beginning again, completely like we haven't been here before, hands to thighs. And you're going to start pushing and the legs resist. Even stronger this time. Give it all for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, breathe, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Lower your feet. Yes. Release that pressure on the lower back. Sway your legs from side to side. And bring them back to center. We're going to stretch the right leg up and the left leg up. Lengthen the tailbone. And bring your arms to the sides or maybe on a T position. This is a totally restorative posture that you can also do against the wall if you feel more comfortable. We begin to let go of all that we had with us, that we brought from our day's experience. If we haven't done so already now, just concentrating on these sensations in the body. You can bring your legs closer to make it a little bit less intense, or you can even bend your knees. And then gently go ahead and hug your legs. Try to pull your legs closer to the heart as much as then you're going to push also the lower back against the earth. The legs come closer to the chest. And see if you can straighten your legs as much as you can. What your legs allow. Feel the stretch. And then let go. All right, we're going to bend the knees. Give ourselves a hug. Nose to knees. And maybe again, sway from side to side. Roll down. Both feet down. Making our way onto Shavasana. Right, so either begin here and take it one step at a time until you start feeling. It's not always easy for everyone to step into Shavasana, so take one step at a time. Use your props as you need. And use the whole length of your body. All that length that we had kind of lost throughout the day because of all the sitting, all the tensions. Drop your hands heavy. Bring your attention to what makes you feel centered, whether it's your spine, your breath, the muscles in your body, the sounds. Just start concentrating, focusing on one thing at a time as you begin to let go. Also, one thing at a time. Knowing that as soon as we lay down this way, the nervous system gets the message. You've moved your body. You've been breathing to the movement. And you allow yourself to restart everything. You become more and more resilient. The more you let go in Shavasana, the stronger you get. Notice if you can drop that navel, soften all the muscles on your belly. Let go of any control that you may want or think you have. This is a moment to feel free of not doing, just being. And then gently begin to breathe more consciously. Let the breath be natural, but become really, really aware of the inhales and the exhales, and how the inhale moves your body, beginning with the skin through the pores of your body. And feel how it moves your bones, the organs, the muscles, even the blood that flows through your whole body. And begin to soften even more the muscles on your face. Connect to right here, right now. Being fully present with what is. Preparing yourself to all what is coming. All the uncertainties. Knowing that everything changes everything. So start reflecting upon that. Begin to move your body and become more and more aware of all the space that we're in. So you begin to bend your knees when you're ready and roll over to the side, supporting your head on your arm. Keep your knees nice and close to your chest, just like a little baby, embracing yourself. And make your way up onto a seat, keeping your eyes closed if it works, with the chest a little bit in front of your pelvis. And be here. And we'll close together, the hands together in front of the heart, and the sound of Om, again, if you'd like to join. The sound of Om also goes directly into the nervous system, relaxing. Let's begin by exhaling. Inhale for Om. Bowing down towards heart center. Namaste.